Hi, my name is Maddi Nguyen. I am a content creation intern for Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy, and today I am with
Sheeran. I'm the Stewardship Director at Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy.
So I thought I'd ask a couple of questions today. The first one I have being, how long have you been with Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy, and how did you get involved in conservation?
So this is my 10th year at SAHC for short, and I started off as a volunteer many years ago. I can't even remember how long ago that was. But then I joined the Land Management Committee probably around 2010. So I would say I have been affiliated with the organization for at least the last 15 years. And as far as how I got into conservation, I've always had a love of plants and plant conservation in particular. And so my undergraduate is in biology, and then I have a master's in plant ecology. And it started off as dabbling a little bit in landscaping, and from there it went into conservation biology until I completed my master's degree at Chapel Hill in plant ecology. So I would say I've had lots of experiences since then, working for the Park Service as an ecological consultant, but my connection with conservation is long-lived.
I have you had any role models in the field?
I think I value all women who are working in this field, whether it's in conservation. We work with a lot of researchers or folks in academia, as well as our state and federal partners. I think some of the challenges of being a woman in conservation in the field is that we're often underestimated as far as not only our physical capability, but as well as our understanding of the complexities of the conservation work that we do.
What is your favorite conservation project or aspect of work at Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy?
I think what I love best about this job is the intimate knowledge I have of a particular property. And a lot of these properties aren't always available for public use. And so I get to spend quite a bit of time one-on-one in these special places. And so I feel like I really learn a property through that experience. And I would say my favorite project really are any projects in the Black Mountains, which are just stunning, diverse, really beautiful tracts of land with old growth forest and lots of unique plants, animals, and habitats.
Beautiful. What excites you about conservation?
Oh, that's a hard one. There's a lot that excites me about conservation. I would say I get excited about the work that I do because I do believe that we are putting good work out in the world, protecting places for people to enjoy. So I think what excites me most is being able to be a part of that experience where people really discover a special place that will be forever protected.
How has your work at Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy changed over the years?
It's changed in lots of ways. I would say, above all else, the pace of protection has increased. SAHC has accomplished a lot in the 10 years that I've been here. Our portfolio of protected lands has significantly increased. I would say the technology that we utilize has also increased, where we are shifting away from sort of old paper and pencil models of data collection to looking at remote sensing data to analyze properties. I would just say too a little bit that it feels like the pressure is increasing to protect land. Land is changing hands as landowners are looking to monetize their assets. And so there is a greater demand for land protection, which increases the volume of work that we have to do. But I just think the nature of protection or the work that we do is really evolving as there's more and more demand for people to either hold their property in a conservation easement or sell it to SAHC to be managed as a nature preserve.
Lastly, if you were talking with someone new to Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy, what would you want to share with them?
On a personal note, I would want to share how amazing this organization is and just how effective we are working together. All departments interface with one another, and we are a solid, united team. And so I think that speaks volumes about the kind of work that we do. Everyone here is really committed and passionate about conservation. And I guess I would say I have a pretty spectacular job. I spend several days a week in the field learning these properties and upholding their conservation values for everyone to enjoy for the long term in perpetuity.
Great. Thank you so much for meeting with Sarah and I on her background and a little history of Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy.